The Golden One, Reckoning. Written by Hans M. Hirschi. Narrated by Vance Bastian. Chapter 1. Where was I to go? What was I to do? I didn't have any answers to those questions as I flew away from my house, my weeping mother, and Sarah's watchful feline eyes that followed me into the distance. My bright aura a dead giveaway to any Bianchian who might see me. Most likely, no one but Sarah would see me, given that people generally don't pay attention to a bird flying high above them in the sky. It still meant Sarah would have realized I possessed the ability to morph into other animals, if she hadn't known already. It didn't matter. I wasn't coming back. I crossed the old green ranch where the new drill site was almost ready to begin production. The drilling tower stood tall near the farmhouse. I continued toward the forest and the mountains. I had no place to go, no money, and, quite frankly, no future. Not sure why, given the speed at which a raven is able to fly, but at some point I morphed into a bald eagle, soaring as high as I possibly could above the valley, circling the forest, seeing Amberville far behind me in the distance, the green farm, the reservoir, the old oak, and, as I completed my circle, the mountains and the edge of the forest with the bluff. Just a few hundred yards below it, in the forest, was where Ninovan had her cabin. Ninovan! I might as well go see her. She was the only person I knew beside Courtney outside of Amberville. And Amico, I remembered. Somehow, I hesitated to fly out to California and to just appear outside Courtney's house. Besides, I didn't even know his address, or if I'd be welcome if I just showed up out of the blue. How would I explain my appearance? What would his family say? And Amico? I'm sure she'd welcome me, but how does one get all the way to Japan without money? The flight as a bird would take forever, and to cross the Pacific as a fish or whale, without knowing where I was heading? Risky at best. Foolish and potentially lethal for sure. I was at a loss, but if anyone could help me, it would be Ninovan. She had survived on her own for decades. The smoke emanating from the chimney of her cabin acted like a beacon, and I quickly approached the small but homey log house she'd built with my grandfather's help, so far away from her family and human civilization. Seeing the smoke rise calmed me and reassured me Ninovan was alive and well. After my previous visit and the illness that had plagued her, I was unsure how much longer she would have. At 94, Ninovan was older than any other person I had ever met. Living all by herself for most of that time.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?